What causes these attacks? Well, we all know why. It's no secret. It's a lot of people out there with big imprints spewing hate all the time. We have a few smug shots we want to put up for you to see. And you see these folks right there. These people spew this kind of hate all the time. And potentially, people like them who talk this kind of talk all the time and get people amped up, there is a link between them and why some of these things happen. But the one in particular that we want to highlight is an elected official. She just won re-election, unfortunately, and that's Representative Boebert. Yesterday, she had the audacity to put this out on social media. The news out of Colorado Springs is absolutely awful. This morning, the victims and their families are in my prayers. The lawless violence, or this lawless violence, needs to end and end quickly. Now, coming from somebody that didn't spew a whole lot of hate, I would say that those points were right on. But let's go down memory lane and look at some of the things that the Congresswoman put out on social media previous to what she put out about the shooting. We can't forget. Take your children to church, not to drag bars. Now, personally, I don't know any adults that would take their children to a bar, drag bar, or otherwise. This is another example of trying to other people and to get people amped up. That is exactly, she knows exactly what she is doing. How about this oldie but not goodie, not that old? A kid-friendly drag show in Texas was guarded by masked Antifa guards armed with AR-15s. Remember, they only want your guns. They want to use theirs to protect their depravity. There's only one person that has depravity, and it's her. Or how about this one? The Assistant Secretary for Health is out here trying to empower children to become transgender. The word is groom, Richard, not empower. You're grooming them, not empowering them. Again, using her platform as an elected official to spew hate and also to spew lies. We got one more for you. A North Carolina preschool is using LGBT flag flashcards with a pregnant man to teach kids colors. We went from reading Rainbow to Randy Rainbow in a few decades, but don't dare say the left is grooming our kids. I mean, it is really, really clear that it is something wrong with Representative Boebert. Jessica?
Yeah, no problem going low on Boebert. Every time I see her talking in a video, it's like a low budget car commercial. Like, it is shocking to me that she's been able to motivate a base to follow her and see her as a leader. But it's very serious what's going on here. I don't want to make light of it, because to equate people in drag queens to pedophiles it makes absolutely no sense. Statistically speaking, there are more pedophiles in churches than I'm sure in drag bars. Like, I feel very confident in that. Especially considering that 0.6% of the population is trans. They're really trying to get people to focus so much on this. It's like there's someone in your house robbing you, right? The economic system is set up in the United States to be terribly unequal. People's labor is getting exploited every day. But because someone outside is screaming fire, fire, people are leaving and going outside to see what's up. They're trying to distract us with these other issues. That's what they're doing, and they're paid a lot of money to do it.
Yeah, they are, Jessica, and your point, and I wish we had a thought to put up a stat. I mean, the fact that they want to over-sexualize the community and continue to paint the community as other, when most pedophilia, if they want to be honest about it, is on the heterosexual side. The data and the facts back that up. But no, don't look at the man or the woman behind the curtain. These people right here, and especially the elected officials, and I'm not letting these other celebrities, when we put up their smug shots, or so-called celebrities or wannabe celebrities or people with platforms, not letting them off the hook. But Representative Boebert has a special obligation not to do this. I'm sure she has people from the queer community in her district. What does that say to them, Jessica? She doesn't want to serve them. It's really, it not only it's unconscionable, it's unseemly, it is dangerous what she is doing, and so many others. Can we put the smug shots back up? And I know that people do recognize some of these people in these smug shots. I mean, Tucker Carlson, particularly every single night goes on the show spewing all kinds of craziness and outrageousness. And it just really is a very hurting thing that you have people who are so prominent nationally and in some cases internationally using their platforms to push hate.
Yeah, and hate has become a commodity, really. And this was true even before Donald Trump, but now people are using the internet in a way that they haven't before, right? He decided to take people's insecurity around how they live in this country and how things are going and weaponize their fear for their own stability, point at different communities to be angry and mad at. And then they realize this gets a lot of interaction on the internet, it gets a lot of views, it gets your name out there, it grows your platform and your political support. And now people realize how much of a commodity fear is in this country, and turning fear into hate has become a grift for so many people. And there are real consequences to this. People are dead in Colorado today because of it. And Lauren Boebert is someone that people voted for, and even the people who supported her campaign, despite her hateful rhetoric, were also defrauded by Lauren Boebert, because she said that during the campaign, she drove something like 3 times, it was 2 point something times the circumference of the earth around the district during the campaign, and then used that money for her reimbursements for travel to pay off debts for her restaurant Shooter's Grill in Denver. So come on, Lauren Boebert. I mean, and these people I'm sure still support her.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it is really, she's a joke, but she barely won this time, Jessica. Yeah. Really, I mean, it was a great fight, and I hope that there's another challenge to her 2 years from now. 2 years will go very quickly.
Me too.
But it's just really heartless, and I don't even know why someone like her would even run for office when they really don't like the people. When you are elected, you serve all people, but she is making it very clear that the queer community is not welcome and is not served by her. And it's more than unfortunate. It is irresponsible what this representative is doing, and the hypocrisy that she continues to push, because she is no doubt a hypocrite of the highest order. Again, our thoughts and our prayers go out to the Club Q community, all of the family members, all of the friends, and everybody that is in mourning over what just happened in Colorado Springs. It just reminds us how linked we all are, and it could have been one of our loved ones there. It could have been any of us there. So we must continue to push back against hate in all of its forms. That is one of our obligations as fellow human beings who occupy this space called Earth together. We do owe it to each other.